My husband is demanding that I equally share my son's trust fund with my stepkids because he lost his money in gambling, and now our marriage is at stake. I have a son who is 17. We lost his dad when I was 28. It was hard for us, we didn't have time to build a massive fortune. But from his insurance and other investments, I created a trust fund for my son, and the money there is around 150k USD. I have done well career-wise and am employed at a government job, which is a secure job till 60 and pays decently to live an upper middle class lifestyle. I met my current husband when I was 30 during some event. We connected from day one and a year later we got married. My husband has twins, 15. Their mother is involved in their life, and my husband made clear from day one that children's finances will be kept separate. We share grocery, necessities, clothes, etc. funds, but savings and school fees are kept separate. We also own our homes separately, and I am currently living at his house and renting my own. Note that rent is exclusively used for whole family travels, etc. My son and his children get along fine, but they don't call us parents or each other siblings. We also have a daughter together who is 7. Also, I save a lot for my young daughter as she won't have this trust fund and I want to secure her future. A recent issue has been that my son has that fund and he wants to study in Australia and is preparing for his move next year. My husband's children has their funds, but the max he can contribute to each children's fund is 25k. He lost money on gambling and his ex-wife doesn't save. He says let's join all funds and is pressuring my son. He was giving in. I refused. I said it was my son's inheritance from his dad and that can't cover the loss of father. My husband exploded and abused verbally in anger. I also didn't hold back. He slapped me. First time ever in life he hit me. We sorted out things later, but I am not going to give this fund. My stepchildren, who have always been cordial to me, are suddenly calling me evil monster. Same children for those who I prepare meals every morning at 6 a.m., wash their clothes, iron them, and buy them clothes and other things, despite my husband barely doing it for my son. If combined, the fund will come out 83k each, though it will still cover us education for all of 3. I am not going to do that. His children also want to go Australia now. My son said he doesn't want my marriage to fall and said he will give away the amount if it makes me happy. I said no and said his future can't be compromised. I told my husband that it isn't my fault that he was careless. In 9 years marriage, he never acted like this and he is giving cold treatment since. My marriage is on verge of breaking, but I can't deny my son his rights. I know if I say yes, he will happily share, but I won't. I rather burn, but I am crying the way my man is treating me. My parents are saying you won't find a man later and to compromise and make peace. They said fight was one time happening, and we are expected to adjust. Also, I want to give him chance if he stops poking my son. My friends are saying it is tough to find a man again when you are a widow and then divorcee. Edit. Also to add, he started drinking more now and demands intimacy, which I refuse. It is leading to fights, and I let him do it many times, though I hate it doing with his drunk self. Am I the a-hole?